Let's take a look at what your role might be as a facilitator in the book study for this summer. The first step to take is probably to create the shared Google Doc that we're going to use as our sort of our blog platform. The name of the book was probably a good title, Chapter 1. You're going to make a new Google Doc for each chapter. You'll post your question here, and I've just inserted a table here where a teacher can put their name on the left, respond on the right. You can either insert plenty of cells for each teacher to just click in one, or you might need to talk to them briefly about right click and insert a row below if they're the last one to log in and respond. So if you have this already done, you'll see how we're going to link it to your classroom assignment in just 1 second. So the next step is to go to Google Classroom, and you may open Google Classroom in your apps collection here. You may have it bookmarked on your toolbar, however you get to it. Open Classroom. Look for the class titled Talk Read, Talk Write, and you'll click there. And this is your classroom, the teacher view of your classroom. We're going to use the assignment feature. So we're going to come down to the plus sign in the bottom right-hand corner, and we are going to choose an assignment rather than an announcement. Using the assignment format is the only way to track who has actually done the work. So we'll click on that. We're going to title this. Let's just title it Chapter 1, if we can spell it. And it's probably a good idea to give some instruction here. We're going to ask teachers to click on the shared Google Doc, respond, and return classroom. Click done. That's an important step for teachers, that they come back to classroom and click that they are done with the work. We're going to set a due date. I'm just going to go with a week. I don't know how often you're going to post, but we're going to say a week's deadline. You can also set a time if you want it to be a midnight deadline. You can set that if that's necessary. Then we're going to link the document we want our teachers to use by clicking on the Google Drive icon. And it's going to take you to your drive. And if your document doesn't pop up quickly, you can search for it with your search box. And there's my document that I worked on. So now it's linked to the assignment. An important step to take is right next to this. The default is students can view the file. Because we are asking teachers to all type on this document, we need to give them access to edit the file. So students can edit the file is the choice for this particular assignment. That takes care of the shared settings on the document. So even if I forgot to share it so that anyone with the link to it could edit it, this takes care of that for me. Another feature that's available with an assignment, let's say you have all the questions for the first 10 chapters already lined out, and you want to go ahead and create those assignments, but you don't want your participants to work ahead. You can drop this menu down and save this assignment as a draft. And let's say that Mr. Dawson is on vacation and he needs Mrs. Berryman to come in and post the assignment for next week's book study. Mrs. Berryman would come into classroom and see this drafts menu. She would be able to drop this arrow down, click on the chapter that she wanted to assign, look it over, and then assign it. And this alerts you that your students or your participants will be able to see it immediately. And she'll click assign, and it will show up in the stream and look like this for your teachers. This little area here is what the assignment feature gets us. Once teachers click on the assignment, come back to classroom and click the done indicator, you'll get a count here of how many of your teachers are done, how many are not done. You can click on this area and see actually who has responded. So this will give you a list of teacher names, and you'll be able to tell the progress of the assignment. If you mess it up, need to start over, you have the option to delete it. You can change it, edit it. A feature that's fairly new, if you have something that you want to move to the top, In some cases, you can move an assignment to the top. Otherwise, the newest one is going to be at the top. It works like sort of a Facebook page, but you have the option to change some things about that. You'll notice down here, we will walk your teachers through joining your class, but there's a class code that's given to your teachers. It won't be this one because it's actually just a demonstration class. You can reset that. You can disable it and kind of control who can join your class after the book study has started. So that's how teachers will get into your class. And anything else that we can help with, don't hesitate to let us know.